You ever stand outside a group, feeling your heart race and your mind spiral with what-ifs? You want to join in, but something invisible holds you back. After missing out on just one too many moments, I knew I had to break the cycle. What I discovered changed everything, and I'm about to share it with you. But before I show you what I discovered, I want you to understand that every social skills guru has their secret formula, but most of the times they just give you some dumb tricks like smiling more or mirroring the body language of the person you're talking to. All of those methods are shallow and don't actually work. That's where I'm different. I take the top tips from the biggest channels, test them in real life, and show you what actually works versus what's just hype. Think of me as your personal guinea pig for social skills, so you don't waste time on methods that sound good but fall flat. After many years of repeating that process, I realized that there are 3 hidden barriers that quietly destroy your social confidence. I'll walk you through each one, show you how they operate, and give you the tools to break free. But there's a twist at the end, a missing piece that most people never realize. What if I told you that embarrassing thing you did last week? Nobody remembers it but you. Ever feel like everyone's eyes are glued to you, dissecting every move? That's the spotlight illusion. Here's the truth. Most people are too caught up in their own world to notice yours. But this illusion is powerful. It makes you hyper-aware of your every word, every gesture, and even your silences. You might replay conversations in your head, obsessing over tiny mistakes nobody even noticed. This mental barrier can make you avoid opportunities, speaking up in class, joining conversations, or even just relaxing in social settings. The mind trick here is thinking you're the main character in everyone else's story, when in reality, they're the main character in their own. So how do you break it? Next time you feel the pressure, scan the room. Notice how many people are on their phones, fidgeting, or lost in thought. Remind yourself, everyone's too busy worrying about themselves. The more you practice, the more you'll realize the spotlight isn't real, and that's when your confidence starts to grow. But there's a way to flip this illusion to your advantage, and I'll circle back to that in a moment. Do you ever rehearse what you'll say, planning every word, only to freeze when things go off script? That's the perfection prison, where you believe you have to perform flawlessly to be accepted. This trap makes you second-guess yourself, hold back your real thoughts, and avoid risks. You might even stop yourself from joining in because you're afraid of making a mistake or looking foolish. The irony? The more you chase perfection, the more anxious and unnatural you become. But here's what most people miss. Genuine connection isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. People are drawn to authenticity, to those who can laugh at themselves or admit when they're nervous. Think about the last time someone made a small mistake and owned it. Didn't it make them more relatable? To break free, start by embracing small imperfections. If you stumble over your words or forget someone's name, own it with a smile. The more you show your human side, the more others will feel comfortable around you. There's actually a technique that turns your awkward moments into your most attractive ones. Stay tuned for that. Are you constantly scanning for reactions, wondering if people like you? That's approval addiction. It's when your self-worth depends on others' opinions, and you find yourself bending over backwards to please everyone. This barrier is sneaky. You might agree with things you don't believe, laugh at jokes you don't find funny, or hide your true self just to fit in. But the cost is high. You lose your authenticity, and ironically, people sense it and trust you less. The truth is, the need for approval puts you in a powerless position. The more you chase it, the less you get. But when you start expressing your real thoughts, even if they're different, people respect you more. Confidence isn't about being liked by everyone. It's about being comfortable with who you are, even when others disagree. There's a mental flip that instantly changes how you come across, and I'll show you how to use it right now. I realized confidence isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you build by taking action even when you're nervous. Acknowledge. Notice when one of these barriers pops up. Label it. That's the spotlight illusion. Naming it weakens its grip. Accept. Discomfort is a sign you're growing. Not failing. Celebrate it. Act. Don't wait for confidence. Build it by taking small risks, even when you feel awkward. But here's the missing piece. If you don't reflect on your wins, even tiny ones, your brain won't register your growth. So after every conversation or social risk, take a second to acknowledge what went well, even if it's just that you showed up. Breaking through those 3 barriers is just the beginning. Everything you've learned today connects directly to a secret blueprint for becoming instantly likable, one that most people never even realize exists. Click the video on your screen right now to find out what it is. Your next breakthrough is just one step away.